Wow, look at that. That is a mad, mad blade, huh? 1 pound, SE number 5 for a fixed blade. What a blade. But you always can't be walking around with a fixed blade, right? Certainly not for an EDC. So this video here is not about the SE number 5, which is a beautiful blade, but you honestly can't have that as a, well, I mean, maybe you could walk around with it as an everyday carry knife, but I'm certainly not going to at a whole pound, especially where I work. But for a very long time, I walked around with this, the CRKT M2104. Beautiful, beautiful knife. Beautiful knife. I love it. Not crazy about the lock system, the auto lock system, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. Beautiful, beautiful knife. But you know what? I had it for a long time, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give it a rest. I'm going to get myself a little something different, maybe smaller, lighter, for an EDC blade for a little while. I like to rotate my knives. I don't like to have too many knives at one time, but the ones I do have, I like to kind of rotate them, you know. And this particular time, what I did was I went with the Cold Steel Voyager. And I don't know even what to say. It's just a great, great EDC blade. Very quick story. I remember Cold Steel back when I was, well, really young. I mean, like my early teens, possibly. I remember a friend of mine had a Cold Steel Tanto. The thing was like hundreds of dollars at the time, which was huge. I mean, that's a lot now, but at the time, that was gigantic, right? I remember we were putting that thing through car doors in a junkyard. That thing was a beast, and they certainly have come a long way. I would say they're even better today than they were then. And when I had my business, my internet site, tacticaldefender.com, as I mentioned many times in my videos, I did sell a lot of knives. At the time, the largest knives were my biggest seller on my website. At the time, the biggest brand, most selling brand at the time was SE Knives, right? And I sold a lot of CRKT. I saw a lot of knives come through my business, through my site, and I did see a ton of Cold Steel. I can honestly say that for quite a few years, I wasn't a very big fan of Cold Steel, and in reality, I think what it was the marketing. I'm not a fan of their marketing. Maybe it works, because Cold Steel is one of the biggest knife makers out today, and production knives, you know, and but the fact is they do make very, very good knives. Great for EDC, especially this particular one. So this is the Cold Steel Voyager. This is the medium clip point. It's kind of small for the medium, but anyway, I mean it's a fantastic EDC blade. The blade length is 3 inches. The weight is roughly 3.1 ounces. Great for EDC, put in your pocket. It does have a very nice pocket clip. I like that pocket clip. Matter of fact, I did have it in my pocket, and it's tight. I really couldn't get the... it took 2 hands to get it in my pocket because my pant pocket, the material wouldn't slide underneath, right? So it is basically left-right carry, tip-up only design, all right? They don't have so you can carry tip down if you're into that. It's only tip up, left or right. You can move it around either side, all right? The handle is kind of a weird material. It's I want to say it's new. It is called, what do they call it? They call it the, Grivex or Grivory handle. It's like a thermal plastic. It does have this X pattern, which gives it a lot of grip in your hand. It's not going to slide out. If your hand's wet, oily, dirty, it's not going to slide out. It's really in there. And they really form the handle very nicely. You can get your hands in there very good. Even reverse grip. You know, it is a small blade. I do have large hands, but I can still get my hand on there very nice. And it is shaped like here. It doesn't have another choil here for a finger. I mean, I suppose you can grab that. There is a chance your finger's going to slide on that blade, though. I don't know if you really want to do that. On the top there, you can see it doesn't really have any jimping on the steel itself. It does have some, you know, honestly, you know what? I'm going to call it jimping on the actual scales, the handle, but your thumb can't get any good grip on there. It slides right off. So it is lacking that. Not a huge deal being an EDC blade. It's not good. It's going to be light utility. Just something to have in your pocket if you need a quick blade, cut a rope, a strap or something. You know, you're not going to be doing any, you know, thrusting with this. Is it a tactical or a self-defense blade? Yeah, obviously. I mean, any blade can be a self-defense blade, right? You know, you still have to be safe with it. It obviously is not something you're going to really put your hand on and jab and not worry about your hand sliding. It's still going to slide. It is a bit of a thick handle compared to some others. It does have stainless steel liners inside, very thin liners, to kind of give it a little bit of strength there. It really weighs nothing. Like I said, the whole thing is 3.1 ounces, if that. And it is it does have a lockback design, and it is the triad lockback design from Cold Steel. I'm sure you've watched the videos. They put it in a vise. They put a groove here, and they hang weights on. Like, I think it's 100 pounds or a couple 100 pounds. I do trust the lock. It has quite the stopping pin. Maybe you can see it in there, maybe not. It does have quite the stopping pin. I mean, great lockup. When you open this, there's no doubt it locked. You know it locked. As I said, the blade is the Bowie style or the clip point blade. It is not sharpened here. It came very, very sharp. I mean, really sharp. I don't know what Cold Steel does to get their blade sharp, but it comes very, very sharp. You can take it apart. It does have several pins in there. That's basically to hold the whole locking mechanism into place. It is, what do you call that, torque screws, but it can come apart for maintenance or cleaning or for repair. The steel is Japanese OS 8A steel, stainless steel, Stonewash, which I really, really like. It is stonewashed, kind of gives it looks kind of like a stonewash. It looks sort of like a bead blasted. Very, very nice. I really like it. The thumb stud for your thumb is very large, actually, for the size of the blade, if you can see that there. I mean, there's no, and it does screw, so you can kind of move it side to side a little bit more if you need it. You really don't need it. I mean, it's more than enough. Very comfortable on the thumb. And overall, I like it. It's just a fantastic folder. I'm going to have this for a very long time to come. I might take the clip off, the belt clip, pocket clip. It's a very nice one, but something like this, I'm just going to put in my pocket. This is mostly going to be for work, my work EDC. It does, I told you before that I wear a lot of the True Spec pants. It doesn't really fit. I kind of have to work it in there in the designated knife pocket. I don't like wearing these in my pocket, hooked on the pocket with the clip. I lost a very nice spider coat at a Wendy's fast food restaurant wearing a knife that way. I'll never wear another knife that way. If it doesn't go in the designated knife pocket, then I just drop it in the pocket and it stays there. I'm not going to lose it that way. I don't want to lose another knife. So great knife, very tough blade, great warranty. This is the, they say it's the medium clip point, but I don't know. I mean, it's pretty small. There are several larger. I'm possibly going to go to the next large as well, the next size up. But great blade. If you don't have one, you're thinking about getting one. I really like Cold Steel lately, how they are with their knives. Their knives are really inexpensive, great quality. You can't beat the locking mechanism at all. Seriously, you can't beat the locking mechanism. Really like the CRKT M21. I'm gonna give it a rest for a little while and carry this one. I've had it for a little while. I've been walking around with it in my pocket. When it's in my pocket, I don't even know it's there. I don't even know it's there. And matter of fact, I was coming over here to the range to do some shooting and work on some videos. And I thought I left this at the house. I was like, you dumb ass. And then I realized it was down in my pocket. I didn't even know what is in there. That says a lot. It's a good blade. So that's really it, guys. I know you've seen 100 of these, you know, if not more on here on YouTube. Check it out, Cold Steel Voyager, great knife. Really is very, very light at 3 ounces or under 3 ounces. And it's going back in my pocket. I'm going to carry it around for a while. I've had it in my pocket. It's been a few weeks now. Been cutting a lot of stuff. When I got it, first thing I did that paper cut. I mean, I was shaving little tiny bits. I didn't just cut the paper. I was shaving like little pieces of paper up. It's sharp. Hopefully it'll stay that way for a while. But that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Cold Steel Voyager. Great knife. Grab yourself one if you have not yet. All right? Thank you for watching, everybody. Be safe, be well, and we'll talk soon. All right? Bye.